This thing's either gonna be pretty good, awesome, or really bad. But either way, we're in for a good time. So obviously from outward appearances, what you're looking at looks like a bootleg ass PlayStation 5 DualSense controller. Here's a real one for comparison for the picture there, right? Heavily inspired by the Ampown double handheld. The product features, I guess that means because it comes with 2 controllers, I think. Supports 40 simulators. I don't know, they should just say emulators, but whatever. Open source system and dual players. 3K rocker, special game rocker for arcade, high sensitivity and anti-skid design. You ain't getting no skid marks here. TV HD output, supports HDM connection. Where'd the I go? To TV. Game synchronization operation. Like, they always make this sound so stupid and like ridiculous. Like, somebody reading this that doesn't know any better be like, holy crap, this is gonna be advanced. It's got more than 10,000 games. Wow, I'm not sure. Does it have 3K games, 10,000 games? I don't know. But here it is, has a professional game chip. Connect to the TV. Like, you know, you can't just connect this to the toilet. Double rocker, 2.4 gigahertz. I always find it funny, they put this 4K Ultra HD game stick on these things. Like even a little dongle thing, it looks like it has that on there. And these things are never 4K, so what the hell are they talking about? It's like, I'm surprised they didn't have the big ass gold logo stamped right there. 4K game stick, because it's not. I'm pretty sure when I read the specifications they sent me, it said it was like 720p, like okay. But yeah, here's the thing. Here's the little manual. Not really necessary, I think, but let's take a look at everything else. We have this little 4K Ultra HD Ampown little game stick. Kind of, you know, not too bad feeling here. It is a little cheap, not the highest quality thing, but not exactly Happy Meal level plastic. Maybe the controllers are, but this seems whatever. We got a little micro SD card in there. What do we got going on in there? How many gigabytes supposedly? 64 gigabytes. Nice. Okay, so I'm assuming, well, I mean, it's not assuming, it's like for reals. The HDMI, or maybe the HDM, plugs into the TV, and then it does need to get power, so you have a little power slot, and then USB, I'm assuming for the dongle. Yeah, there's a dongle right here. I think it's just one, so that should be good for both controllers, I hope. And then you have a, oh, okay, you have a HDMI extender, and then the power cable. Okay, so there's that. We're gonna get this thing plugged in a second and test it out. Here's the DualSense on-off switch right here. Weird, very shaky. Oh, the D-pad feels like shit. The face buttons feel like shit. Like it's comfortable in the hand because it's like, I think the DualSense, this like weighs like 1/10 of what this weighs. This weighs like nothing, man. Like this weighs like this. Actually, this might weigh more than the controller. Oh my God, this thing is freaking light. But yeah, D-pad face buttons feel like ass. The analog sticks, this one clicks in. This one doesn't do shit. Like there's an audible click, right? This one, is it like broken? Is it not clicking? Top quality stuff right there. No, maybe that's just the way it's designed. Like this one doesn't click in either. Weird. All right, what kind of batteries? The AAAs, 2 of them. Nice. Okay, let's get this thing hooked up and take a look. Maybe we'll be surprised. It's kind of like, you know what? Like it's a little sharp in a few spots. It might be cheese grate in my hands here, but okay, let's get into it. Okay, we got this thing booted up. Obviously not 4K. We're, you know, 720p. It's okay, you know, for these retro games. Familiar looking user interface front end. No rhyme or reason with how everything is sorted in the main list. You have like Nintendo 64, PSP, everything just mixed together, not even in alphabetical order. There's a lot of duplicates. I want to go in rapid fire succession testing games so you guys can get a good idea of how this thing performs. But what is this, Super Plumber RPG collection? Like there's a lot of wonky naming going on here. Now this controller does feel like ass from the little bit of testing I've done so far. The analog sticks do not work correctly in any of the games, but you could scroll over with the R1 button to go to categories. select the different simulators that they have available here. So we're gonna go through and start testing out some stuff, give you guys a good idea of how this thing works out. So I wanna start with something wonky. Angry Black Ninja. Okay. Newsboy 2. They couldn't get Paperboy 2. Super Donkey Kong. What the hell is this? Donkey Kong Country? I don't know what the heck this is, but PSP was a little too ambitious for this thing. It's running a little slow, and the audio sounds like it's coming out of a tin can. Okay, well, PS1 seems to be running fine, but there's no options for aspect ratio or anything like that. You could change the controls around. Analog stick is wonky as all hell. I've tried both controllers, and it you'll hold it this way and it registers that way. It's just low quality, man. But okay, moving on. Look at this gem that I just found on this machine. Santa Claus pissing on the Christmas tree. This is a Game Boy Advance game, by the way. And it's a cute little puzzle game. You gotta put a little puzzle together. Make a little picture of Santa Claus. Very nice. We got Neo Geo Pocket Color on here. Performs well, but just doesn't look right all stretched out. I find this kind of hilarious. The screen grabs for some of these games, they have like a window from Microsoft Windows running the SNES 9X emulator. Like, where was the effort here, right? Super Nintendo, unfortunately, there's like no games. Like, they're all like Asian role-playing games other than a couple. So I wanted to check one of these out real quick. There's no like special chip games on here at all. God, the D-pad is so bad. It gets like stuck. So this is Super Street Fighter 2, the new challengers for Super Nintendo, but it's listed as Super Street Overlords in the game select screen. There's just so much that's named weird. Like a lot of the Street Fighter games, which there's not many on this system, on this machine, most of them are called Street Bully. So it's kind of hard to like dig through and find things. What's up with the colors on here? All right, I gotta see if I could do a Hadouken. Look at the background, holy crap. I wasn't even trying to do that. I'm trying to do a Dragon Punch. Nope, not even possible with the freaking D-pad. I should be able to do it. This is just garbage. Yeah, Nintendo 64 is not happening. I mean, if you had the audio off and you were like kind of like side-eyeing it, you might think it runs all right, but it's running slow. And the audio is choppy as all hell on every game that I've tested for Nintendo 64. Holy crap. Overambitious on these things. And these people that are selling this, they claim, you know, this is what they're into, making these high quality devices. This is gonna be like a great value at around $100. Maybe $4, but $100 is outrageous if that's what they're gonna sell this thing for. So before we go, take a look. I mean, I got a lot of favorited games because I wanted to check a few things out, but the naming on some of this stuff is ridiculous. Like, the screenshot shows it's Scooby-Doo, but the name says it's Snoopy's Haunted House Adventure. Let's check it out for the Mega Drive. So, overall, I think this thing, no matter what they sell it for, it's not a good value. These controllers are garbage. They look decent, but they are bad. What is this game, by the way? And a lot of the games on this, especially for Super Nintendo, NES, the arcade, are all Chinese or Japanese games. And I believe I mentioned earlier, the Super Nintendo set of ROMs they have on here is mostly Asian role-playing games. So there's not gonna be like, you know, a lot of value for, you know, people who I would imagine would want to jump on Amazon and buy this thing. I would imagine once this thing's live on Amazon, it's gonna be a lot of returns, because this thing is probably one of the worst devices I've used. I think if it was cleaned up as far as this build goes, could have a little bit of value, but Man, these companies that just throw a bunch of shit onto a, you know, single board computer and put no thought behind it, duplicates, weird Asian naming conventions to try to sidestep people saying, hey, you have no rights to Super Mario. Oh, it's Super Plumber Boys type of thing. It just makes no sense to me, but you know, there you go. You guys saw what works, what doesn't work. Most 16-bit stuff is gonna play fine, but image very soft, no like aspect ratio or quality settings. There you go. Big, blurry thumbs down, thumb butt. Bye.